One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Might be changing the route. Using his legs, it's Gaines. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Gaines. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's Connors. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Nice Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Throws to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his
and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's gained.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
But one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for room. It's Hampton. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Got him downfield, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Quick release on the RPO.
Not difficult, not complicated. But early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Gaines. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He fires one deep over the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, And it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Lewis wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. He makes a catch. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Gibson. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Connors. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up. Offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Lewis wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. That should be the final play of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Burns. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
He's loose. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hampton. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Dude, you talk about things you can't coach. Standing in and delivering the ball when you are taking it right in the mustache.
It's a great point, Reese, because you can't simulate that in practice. You don't let your quarterbacks get lit up in practice like that. I mean, that was almost a misdemeanor what that kid just went through, but boy, oh boy, showing you his experience, just showing you his toughness. You don't see that very often at the quarterback position.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Hilton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. A little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the ground. He's got it again. At the 45 on his way. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Colorado.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy did.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! They take the lead with the 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Tight end now in motion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Palmer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the grab over the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result...
He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football... No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Lewis to throw. This time he's got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffs!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gaines.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He might want another play. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. And he makes the grab for Deuce. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Smashes it between the uprights. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And Tartar coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is